My beloved child, I am asking for just 2 minutes of your attention right now. Not because I want to burden you. Not because I want to fill your heart with fear. But because there is something important I want you to remember. You have been carrying many thoughts lately. Many responsibilities. Many questions about your future. Some days, you smile while carrying worries nobody else can see. Some nights, you stay awake thinking about problems you cannot immediately solve. And sometimes, you wonder if anyone truly understands what you are going through. My beloved child, I see every effort you make. I see every challenge you face. I see every moment when you keep moving forward even when you feel tired. Nothing about your journey has gone unnoticed. Not a single tear. Not a single prayer. Not a single act of perseverance. Imagine hearing these words. Do not become so focused on your struggles that you forget how far you have already come. Think about that. There were obstacles you once believed you could never overcome. Yet you overcame them. There were seasons you thought would never end. Yet they passed. There were moments when you felt weak. Yet somehow you found the strength to continue. That strength is still within you today. My beloved child, for the next 2 minutes, set aside your worries. Set aside your fears. Set aside the pressure to have every answer. You do not need to solve your entire future today. You do not need to carry tomorrow's burdens before tomorrow arrives. Focus on this moment. Focus on what you can do today. Focus on the opportunities that exist right in front of you. Many people miss today's blessings because they are too busy worrying about tomorrow's challenges. Do not make that mistake. Today is valuable. Today is a gift. Today contains opportunities you may not fully recognize yet. My beloved child, there is still hope ahead. There are still lessons to learn. There are still doors waiting to open. There are still people whose lives will be positively impacted by your kindness, your courage, and your presence. Your story is not finished. Your journey is not over. And some of your most meaningful chapters may still be ahead of you. Imagine hearing these words. The fact that you are still moving forward is proof that you are stronger than you think. What a powerful reminder. Strength is not the absence of difficulty. Strength is continuing despite difficulty. Strength is choosing hope when circumstances are uncertain. Strength is taking the next step even when the entire path is not visible. And you have done that more times than you realize. My beloved child, as this message comes to an end, carry this truth with you. You are growing. You are learning. You are becoming wiser through every experience. The challenges of today are not the final chapter of your story. They are simply part of the journey. So lift your head high. Move forward with confidence. Move forward with gratitude. Move forward with hope. Because the future is still being written. The opportunities are still coming. And your best days may be much closer than you think. Thank you for giving me these 2 minutes, my beloved child. Now continue your journey with peace in your heart, courage in your spirit, and hope for the beautiful chapters that still lie ahead. My beloved child, now that you have given these moments of attention, there is something else I want you to understand. Many people spend their lives searching for signs that everything will be easy. They wait for a future without challenges. They wait for a season without uncertainty. They wait for perfect circumstances before they move forward. But life rarely unfolds that way. Growth often happens in the middle of uncertainty. Wisdom often develops during difficult seasons. Strength often appears when you decide not to give up. My beloved child, there have been times when you felt discouraged. Times when you wondered if your efforts mattered. Times when it seemed as though progress was too slow to notice. Yet even during those moments, something important was happening. You were learning patience. You were developing resilience. You were becoming stronger than you realized. Imagine hearing these words. Every challenge carries a lesson, and every lesson carries value. There is wisdom in that reminder. The difficulties you face today may teach skills you need tomorrow. The obstacles you overcome today may prepare you for opportunities that are still ahead. Nothing is wasted when you choose to learn from your experiences. My beloved child, do not underestimate the importance of small steps. Many people dream of great achievements, yet they overlook the daily habits that make those achievements possible. Small improvements matter. Small acts of kindness matter. Small decisions matter. Day by day, these small actions create meaningful change. A tree does not grow overnight. A skill is not mastered overnight. A strong character is not built overnight. Growth requires patience. Growth requires consistency. Growth requires faith in the process. My beloved child, there may be things in your life that have not happened according to your plans. There may be goals that have taken longer than expected. There may be questions that remain unanswered. That is part of every journey. But unanswered questions do not mean you are failing. Delays do not mean progress has stopped. And uncertainty does not mean there is no hope. Imagine hearing these words. Do not judge your entire journey by a single season. How many people become discouraged because they focus only on the present challenge? How many forget the progress they have already made? How many overlook the strength they have already developed? You are farther along than you think. You have learned more than you realize. And you are stronger than many of the fears that once troubled you. My beloved child, continue moving forward. Continue learning. Continue trusting the value of perseverance. The road may not always be easy. But every step teaches something. Every lesson adds wisdom. Every challenge offers an opportunity to grow. And one day, you will look back and recognize that even the difficult seasons contributed to the person you became. So do not lose heart. Do not give up. And do not forget how much progress has already been made. Because your journey is still unfolding. Your growth is still happening. And the best chapters of your story may still be waiting just ahead. My beloved child, there is a reason I am speaking to your heart today. It is because you have been carrying burdens that were never meant to steal your hope. You have faced situations that tested your patience. You have encountered moments that challenged your confidence. You have walked through seasons where the path ahead seemed unclear. Yet despite everything, you are still here. Still learning. Still growing. Still moving forward. And that matters more than you realize. My beloved child, many people give up too soon. They stop just before the lesson becomes clear. They quit just before progress begins to show. They lose faith in themselves because they cannot immediately see the results of their efforts. But growth often happens quietly. Just because you cannot see every change does not mean change is not taking place. Imagine hearing these words. The seeds you plant today may become tomorrow's blessings. Think about that carefully. Every kind action. Every wise decision. Every effort you make. Every lesson you learn. These things are shaping your future. You may not see the results immediately. But that does not make them any less important. My beloved child, there are moments when life asks you to trust the process. Not because every detail is known. Not because every outcome is guaranteed. But because progress requires patience. The person who continues learning eventually becomes wiser. The person who continues practicing eventually becomes stronger. The person who continues moving forward eventually reaches places they once thought impossible. Do not underestimate the power of persistence. Persistence often accomplishes what talent alone cannot. Persistence turns small efforts into meaningful results. Persistence transforms obstacles into opportunities for growth. My beloved child, there may be voices around you that focus on limitations. Voices that focus on fear. Voices that focus on what could go wrong. But do not allow those voices to define your future. Listen instead to the lessons you have already learned. Remember the challenges you have overcome. Remember the strength you have developed. Remember the courage that carried you through difficult moments. Those experiences are proof that you are capable of more than you sometimes believe. Imagine hearing these words. Your future is influenced more by your perseverance than by your fears. What a powerful truth. Fear often predicts failure. Perseverance creates possibility. Fear focuses on obstacles. Perseverance focuses on solutions. Fear asks, what if I cannot? Perseverance asks, what can I learn from this? And that difference changes everything. My beloved child, continue trusting your journey. Continue investing in your growth. Continue choosing patience when progress feels slow. Because every step you take is adding something valuable to your life. Every lesson is strengthening your foundation. Every challenge is teaching you something you may need later. And one day, you will look back and realize that many of the things you once worried about became the very things that helped you grow.
So keep going, my beloved child. Keep believing in the value of effort. Keep believing in the value of learning. Keep believing in the value of hope. Because your story is still being written. And some of its most beautiful chapters have not yet been revealed. My beloved child, as you continue listening, there is something I want you to remember during every season of your life. Never measure your worth by temporary circumstances. A difficult day does not define you. A setback does not define you. A mistake does not define you. The challenges you face are experiences, not your identity. Many people become discouraged because they confuse a difficult season with a defeated life. But those are not the same thing. A storm may pass through the sky, yet the sky remains. In the same way, challenges may pass through your life, yet they do not change your value. My beloved child, there have been moments when you questioned whether you were strong enough. Moments when you wondered whether you could handle what was in front of you. Moments when you felt exhausted from carrying responsibilities. Yet each time, you found a way to continue. Perhaps not perfectly. Perhaps not quickly. But you continued. And that perseverance reveals more strength than you realize. Imagine hearing these words. Strength is not about never struggling. Strength is about continuing despite the struggle. How true that is. The strongest people are not those who never face difficulties. They are the ones who keep learning, adapting, and moving forward through those difficulties. Every challenge teaches something. Every obstacle develops something. Every season contributes something. And over time, those lessons become part of your character. My beloved child, do not spend too much time comparing your journey to someone else's. Everyone has different experiences. Different opportunities. Different lessons to learn. Comparison often distracts people from appreciating their own progress. Instead, focus on your growth. Focus on your learning. Focus on becoming a little wiser, a little kinder, and a little stronger each day. That is progress worth celebrating. There may be goals you have not reached yet. Dreams that still require patience. Questions that remain unanswered. That is okay. The fact that something has not happened yet does not mean it never will. Some opportunities require preparation. Some lessons require time. Some chapters unfold gradually rather than all at once. Imagine hearing these words. Do not rush what is still growing. There is wisdom in that reminder. A flower blooms in its season. A tree grows at its own pace. And personal growth follows its own timeline as well. Trust the process. Trust the lessons. Trust the value of consistent effort. My beloved child, as you move forward, continue carrying gratitude in your heart. Gratitude for the lessons that strengthened you. Gratitude for the people who encouraged you. Gratitude for the opportunities that helped you learn. Even difficult experiences can leave behind valuable wisdom. And wisdom is one of life's greatest treasures. So continue walking forward with confidence. Continue believing in your ability to grow. Continue remembering that your story is bigger than any single challenge. Because you are not defined by your obstacles. You are defined by the courage, patience, and perseverance you bring to overcoming them. And those qualities are already helping shape a future filled with possibility. My beloved child, as this message continues, I want you to understand something that many people overlook. The life you are building is shaped not only by the big decisions you make, but also by the small choices you make every day. The choice to keep going when you feel discouraged. The choice to remain kind when others are unkind. The choice to learn from mistakes instead of being defined by them. The choice to hold on to hope when circumstances seem uncertain. These choices matter more than you realize. They are quietly shaping your character. They are quietly shaping your future. And they are helping you become the person you are meant to be. My beloved child, there may be times when progress feels invisible. Times when you work hard and see little immediate reward. Times when you wonder if your efforts are making any difference at all. But do not be discouraged by what you cannot yet see. Many of the most important things in life develop beneath the surface before they become visible. Roots grow before a tree rises. Foundations are built before a house stands. Character develops before success becomes visible. Growth often works the same way. Imagine hearing these words. What is happening within you is just as important as what is happening around you. There is great wisdom in that message. Because true success is not measured only by achievements. It is measured by the person you become while pursuing those achievements. A person with integrity. A person with compassion. A person with patience. A person with resilience. Those qualities have lasting value. My beloved child, remember that every season serves a purpose. The easy seasons bring joy. The difficult seasons bring lessons. The uncertain seasons bring growth. And together, they help create a balanced and meaningful life. Do not resent every challenge. Some of your greatest strengths have come from challenges. Some of your greatest lessons have come from setbacks. Some of your greatest moments of growth have come from periods of uncertainty. Life has a way of teaching through experience. And experience often becomes wisdom. Imagine hearing these words. You are becoming stronger than the obstacles you face. Think about how powerful that truth is. Every challenge you overcome increases your confidence. Every lesson you learn expands your understanding. Every step forward strengthens your ability to handle what comes next. That is why perseverance matters. Not because it guarantees an easy journey, but because it helps you grow through the journey. My beloved child, as you continue moving forward, refuse to underestimate yourself. Refuse to define yourself by temporary setbacks. Refuse to believe that your current circumstances are the final chapter of your story. There is still more to learn. More to discover. More to achieve. More opportunities waiting ahead. Your story is still unfolding. Your growth is still happening. And your future still holds possibilities that you may not yet be able to see. So keep walking forward with faith, wisdom, and courage. Keep believing in the value of growth. Keep believing in the value of persistence. And keep believing that every lesson you learn today is helping prepare you for the blessings, opportunities, and experiences that tomorrow may bring. Because your journey is not finished yet. In many ways, it is only beginning. My beloved child, as this message comes to its conclusion, I want to leave you with one final truth. You do not need to have every answer today. You do not need to know every detail about tomorrow. You do not need to carry the weight of the entire future on your shoulders. Life is lived one step at a time. One lesson at a time. One day at a time. And with each step, you gain the wisdom and strength needed for the next. My beloved child, look back for a moment and remember how many things you once worried about that eventually worked themselves out. Remember the challenges you thought would defeat you. Remember the seasons you thought would never end. Remember the moments when you felt lost. Yet here you are. Still standing. Still growing. Still moving forward. That alone is proof that you are stronger than many of the fears that once tried to stop you. Imagine hearing these words. Do not be afraid of the future. Walk toward it with hope. There is peace in that message. The future is not something to fear. It is a collection of opportunities that have not yet arrived. New lessons. New friendships. New experiences. New reasons to be grateful. And while challenges may appear from time to time, so will strength, wisdom, and opportunities to grow. My beloved child, never forget how valuable your journey is. Every lesson has contributed something meaningful. Every obstacle has taught something important. Every season has helped shape the person you are becoming. Even the difficult chapters had a purpose. Even the delays carried lessons. Even the struggles helped build resilience. Nothing was wasted. And because nothing was wasted, you can move forward with confidence. Move forward knowing that growth is taking place. Move forward knowing that your efforts matter. Move forward knowing that every act of kindness, every lesson learned, and every step taken in faith contributes to a better future. My beloved child, there is still beauty ahead of you. There are still dreams worth pursuing. There are still opportunities waiting to be discovered. There are still people whose lives will be brighter because of your kindness and encouragement. Your story is far from over. In fact, some of the most meaningful chapters may still be ahead. So lift your head high. Release unnecessary worry. Appreciate how far you have come. And welcome the future with gratitude, courage, and hope. Because the path ahead is not defined by fear. It is defined by possibility. And as you continue your journey, may your heart be filled with peace, your mind be filled with wisdom, and your days be filled with purpose. Remember this, my beloved child. You have learned. You have grown. You have endured. And you are becoming stronger with every step. The challenges of yesterday are behind you. The opportunities of tomorrow are before you. And today is a gift that allows you to continue building a meaningful and beautiful life. Walk forward with confidence. Walk forward with hope. Walk forward believing that the best is not necessarily behind you, it may still be waiting ahead. And may this message leave you not with fear, but with peace. Not with doubt, but with confidence. Not with worry, but with gratitude. For your journey continues, and the future remains full of possibility.